So guys, welcome back to more Destiny 2. As promised when I did the story, I said I would show me beating the raid, and the entire raid took us a full 6 hours, maybe longer, one day to get to the final boss, and then the final boss took us, we had to come back the next day to beat him. It took us like 3 hours or so, maybe 4, I don't really remember. But I captured like when we had the perfect run. I'm gonna kind of walk you through how you beat him, how difficult it is. The amount of teamwork you have to have is nuts. But this area right here is actually the Leviathan ship that you... Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I thought I was about to die. But this is where you kind of board. You board here, and right now the current objective says to enter the royal pools. There's 3 different phases. There's the pools, which isn't too hard if you have a good team. Then there's the beasts area, which that right there was kind of frustrating because you have to do a lot of stealth, and there needs to be like a lot of call-outs and everything by your team. And then the other one is the... it's like a jump puzzle almost, and you have to have people shooting arrows. So then after that, you get to the final boss. So there's no boss fight other than the final one, and I thought I would just show you that. And I'm really excited to share this. So anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for all your love and support, and let's do this. Alright guys, here is the final boss fight. This is kind of, I'm going to walk you through each step. It's not too complicated. I think when a lot of stuff's going on, you know, a lot of people kind of get overworked and they think, oh man, we gotta have the perfect thing. But it's really not that bad. Everybody gets 1 revive, which is kind of what the raid does to you. The little bottom right-hand corner, anytime a player dies, if you can't revive them, if you've already revived somebody once, you can't revive somebody again, the light will fade. So the first part, you shoot the cup out of his hand, all these ads start appearing. You just kill him and collect ammo. That's kind of what this phase is all about. Because without this phase, I can see where... doing damage to him would probably not work out. For this run, I used the Better Devil's Hand Cannon, which is perfect. They can one-shot the Scions. It does a lot of damage to the Majors and stuff like that as well. And the Cold Heart is extremely good for DPS. Now, there's 4 Scions that popped up. There's 4 plates with different symbols. They're all in a different symbol. Now, here's the thing. We all get teleported. He claps his hand twice. We go into this area. I stayed in this area. 3 people jump in orbs and go back. I was one of the ones that stayed here the whole time. He sucks you in, you call out the symbol ahead. I probably yelled cup right there. The other 2 players here with me see something different. So whichever one we didn't call out, they'd have to do a process of elimination on the other side. And from that, they actually kill that Scion in that particular bubble. So then, if they don't, we all die pretty much. This barrier that stops us isn't there. Scions, you have to kill those instantly, because if you don't, they shoot that purple beam that goes under your feet, and it makes you jump up, and it pretty much wipes you. I probably call it the dual axes right there. We just had a different word for everything. Some people call it different things, you know, whatever they wanted, I guess. There's 4 phases to this. If anybody dies, it can lead to like pretty much the downfall. We called that sun. We would all just kind of go in order. And you want to make sure to kill these 2 Scions in the bubbles out here. If not, the light will fade and pretty much wipe out everyone. Now, this is the part where you don't have to call out anymore, but there'll be 3 Scions pop up normally in front of you. You got to kill them quick. And then you got to kill the thing in the bubble. Now, this is kind of where I chose the Cold Heart, because this 100-round clip... The amount of damage we can do to the boss when we get back over after this is depending on how many of these skulls we shoot flying out of his big mouth. So we're over here. I'm over here just like trying to get everything, trying not to use all the ammo because I want to save some for the DPS phase. But it's hard to not just hold the trigger down with this gun. I think we're all 3 using that. See all the beams now. But yeah, it's probably one of the most technical raids I've done since King's Fall in the first Destiny. I think that was a harder raid because more could go wrong. Now, after you kill as many as you can, we all jump back in. I don't know if you can go through the same one. I didn't want to test it. After we all get back in, we all say we're here. We all hop on the platform. Some people pop supers. Some people pop whatever. There's an empowering rift by the Warlock. See how the Cold Heart does that DPS, though? The longer it's held down, the more damage it does. It's doing a lot of good damage. All right, he lifts his hand. We all yell jump. I'll jump to the next platform. Good to go. I Nova Bomb this bitch ass. And then we just keep going. I mean, I don't know what it is about the raid system in these games, but it's so well thought out. It's so well done. All right, you gotta jump right there. He has like 3 different things that he does. Sometimes he shoots the platform. I think when you get a third of his bar down, he staggers, which is about to stagger here in a second. I mean, we are doing some serious damage right now. I ran out of ammo, you can see. Like, that's the only thing about the Cold Heart and everything else is when you run out of ammo. Now you kind of see his face coming off a little bit. It's like a robot now. Now, after you do that, he's immune for a second, so you want to go ahead and kind of get ready to jump on the next platform because it's pointless to stay there. Yeah, there's nothing I could have done. Like, I mean, look, I'm like, I have nothing left. I actually have no ammo. I didn't even realize that. I think I'm calling out to them. I literally have nothing. And usually when people say that, they don't actually mean it. They're like, you know, they have something. But I literally had no bullets. I actually had a trials run that was perfect. You know, we went flawless and everything. I'm actually going to show you that. I don't know if I'll show the whole thing, but I may show like a few rounds and then us getting there and just kind of show you what it's really neat. And okay, you know, the one thing in the first Destiny, if you have no ammo for anything, after like 30 seconds or so, you randomly just get a bunch of ammo. So that's what just happened to me. You see it just kind of pop up. Only thing is, I really needed primary right here because primary is what I mostly use on the other side. So if I can at least get 30 bullets for the other side, I think it's like 2 to 3 per scion in the bubble and 1 to 2 per scion that's not in the bubble, depending on, you know, how it goes. And it's the same thing, you just kind of rinse and repeat. You just have to have the perfect run. There was several times where we got towards the end. He like does a little hand motion. I like the clap. But he, you know, it's just more of a hope that nobody messes up, you know. You got to just have the perfect run. Now this time the platform's a little different. I yelled out cup, I'm sure. Some people yelled out chalice, you know, it's whatever. As long as everybody knew what we were talking about. Now, if you notice right in front of me right there, it's missing a plate, and rather than jumping over it, I just decided to kind of go right a little bit. This is kind of the path I took. Yelled out double axes or whatever. I tried to help them if they needed it, but they mostly focused on theirs. Now, at the very end, since I'm all the way on the left, I have to get the scion in the middle, and the guy to my right has to get the one, you know, on my side, because there's a big rock there. Sometimes they drop ammo here. Now, just kind of move over. If you hit a ramp, it throws you off. If one person dies, it can create a lot of confusion and everything else. So I was lucky to have primary pop up right there. Now, I kind of move over. You can kind of see like the path I take. Now the hand cannon's not too good for this part because they're really far away. I thought about sniping, but if I miss, see, that's a one-hit kill basically. You just have to hit them. That's all. It's not too bad. There was actually 2 or 3 runs up to this run that we had that was perfect. I don't know why I threw a grenade there, but empowering rift for no reason. I felt like the reason I put that down actually was because I felt like sometimes when I hold it down, I don't do as much damage if I just kind of, you know, tap the trigger like I'm doing right now. But I felt like maybe with the empowering rift, it might actually help. So we can get more to do more damage. We have like, you see the force wheel going up on the left side. It's up to like 41. If you get around 50, you're fine. Now, there actually is a strat that I saw on Reddit where somebody said you can get up to like 80-something. I haven't tried it, but the people on this side determine how long you stay on the other side. Here we go. The sound of Cold Heart when you just hold it down is so sick. And then he starts to shoot, everybody yells jump. I think I Nova Bomb eventually. There it is. Nova Bomb's good. Golden Gun's really good for the Hunter. Titan, I guess the hammer. I mean, you can't, unless you use the arc and you do like double pulse grenades. Alright, everybody else jump. Almost got stuck right there. I think as long as you're just off the platform, I think he just got staggered. But you can see I'm already kind of running low on ammo again. Alright then, that's the 3rd phase. Now, the one thing I will say about this, if you have a Hunter, there is an exotic helmet called the Foe Tracer. And it does extra damage. Now, we all jump off because whenever he lights up like that, I didn't want to risk it. So, powering rift, everybody does a little extra damage. His chest is opened up. You do the most damage there. The sniper actually does a good amount of damage. I don't know why I reloaded after 3. I thought it was a 3-round shot. Alright, you can see how we did pretty good damage from just 2 phases. Now, I feel like you can 2-phase him. If we had gotten like times 80 on the skulls, we probably would have been fine, but just to think about this is one of the most like technical things I probably uploaded on my channel, and I didn't know how it would like present it, but just kind of sharing it with you guys is making me realize if you don't play the game, it's probably like overwhelming. I just realized nobody's died yet on this run. I don't think we had the perfect run. Yeah, I got plenty of ammo. I think I was more worried about getting cold hard ammo, so I was looking for the green packs. I was like, please God, let there be a green pack somewhere. But yeah, like I said earlier, it's just a matter of having a perfect run, and there were 2 or 3 times where we got to the end. I think one of the guys actually got a Destiny code error right when we were about to kill him the first time. Now, the 3rd time you go through here, since I stayed, now I don't really know what happens on the other end. I know that they have a ton of ads to clear out, so I really couldn't tell you from experience, you know, how hard it was on the other side versus this side. But this side was, you know, pretty straightforward. Sometimes you get thrown forward early. I was a little bit worried about that. It randomly does that to kind of throw you off, because if you don't kill those scions in the bubbles, the whole thing is a wipe. So I just realized this part would have been like super boring if I didn't add commentary later, because it was just the 3 of us calling out the thing, and then occasionally somebody like cursing on the other side, like, man, there's too many enemies around me or something, you know, and we were all like stressed out, like, please don't mess this up. The first time I did the raid, it took like 6 hours the first day to get to the boss, and then I felt like the puzzles, after you figure them out, they're not too bad, because then the boss, you know, this was the perfect run we had after 3 or 4 hours of trying. And I did the raid again. I tried to test where I was gonna have that sign pop up. That's close. See how one shot, that's such a good hand cannon. It's probably my favorite hand cannon in the full game right now, and I put the raid shader on. My goal right here was just to not mess up, since we had a perfect run so far. Man, the cold hard ammo right there, I was super pumped. I was like, let's do this, guys. Alright, so somebody died on the other end right here. I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding. Not again. Now, see how the light's fading on the bottom right? Now, somebody revived him. Everything's cool. It was stressful though, man. To get that far, spend 15 minutes getting to the end. Alright, we got enough right there. I was just like, whatever, let's just go back. Let's finish this right now. So, yeah, we're all here. I knew we were going to kill him here. The only thing I was worried about, there is a phase after you take all his health down where he puts his hands up, starts glowing, and he has like this big shield health bar type thing. And you have to do a ton of damage. So I was, you know, trying to conserve a little bit of ammo as much as I could, because I didn't want to not kill him right here and us have to do the whole thing a 4th time. I was like super stressed at this point. But you can see, all right, he starts shooting at you, run. I'm always the first one to run. I just realized that. I'm always like, all right, I do not want to be the one to mess this up for everybody. Empowering Rift. My grenade went under his feet, between his legs. Completely missed. All right. There's like a block of health. There it goes. All right. Now, this is where he slams down. We all hop on this last play, which I don't even know if we needed to do a little more. All right, now he starts lighting. This is it. See how the white bar up under his health right there? I'm out of everything. I'm stressing. I'm like, I got this hand cannon. That's all I have. If you don't kill him right here, you wipe. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I have no ammo for anything. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Got him, you know? Good grief.
Everything you know is a lie. There is a truth beyond what your people and your speaker have told you. I can take you to that truth if you seek me out. These gifts are a reminder of my words. Emperor Calus has spoken.
We were all kind of confused what he was talking about. I like how he drops you heavy ammo. Like, appreciate that. I'm going to need that for the rest of the raid now. So we didn't know where to go. We were like, where are we going? And the middle opens up. I was like, oh shit, nice. So we hop down. This is actually where the chest is and everything. But the video's not much longer. This kind of reveals what's actually going on. And I think it's kind of cool how Destiny, not Destiny, but Bungie made this where they kind of feed into the way, you know, you kill a boss over and over, right? And you just do it each week. Every reset, you kill them. And it's like, this kind of feeds into it. There's tons of it. This almost reminds me of that movie, The Prestige, a little bit. But anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for any and all support you show this. This was not easy to get done. A lot of people still haven't got it done as to this moment. So, anyways, I love you guys. You're the best audience ever. I'd sprinkle some seasoning. There's the helmet I got. You can kind of see this was a little bit before my current level. So, anyways, I love you guys and take it easy. Peace.